Hi friends, I'm Cathy, and in today's video I am doing a hooded eye makeup tutorial. I have had a lot of requests to show how I do my eye makeup, so today is a step-by-step tutorial where I'm going to walk you through how I do my eye makeup on my over 50 hooded eyes. At Cathy Over 50, I do easy everyday makeup and style videos, so if that's something that interests you, be sure to click that subscribe button. So hooded eyes are basically when you have excess skin that reaches down from your brows and it touches your upper lashes. So I've already went ahead and I put my eyelid primer on, and I've just been using this e.l.f. primer that I picked up at the drugstore. It's a face primer, but I've been using it on my eyes and it works great as an eyelid primer. So that's already on. So the palette that I'm using today, and it doesn't matter what palette, I just chose this one because it has different shades of colors that I wanted to use for this tutorial. But in the future, I will do a hooded eye makeup tutorial using the Milani drugstore eyeshadow palette. But for today's video, I decided to go ahead and use the Viseart Midsommer Petit Pro palette. And I just chose this because it has a nice mix of colors. I'm not an expert, I'm just walking you through how I do it. I just take a flat headed brush and then I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, a matte shade in whatever palette you're using. And I'm just going to put that all over the mobile eyelid and right up into the crease, but stopping at the crease. And the reason why I like to do that is I have oily eyelids, and this just helps to set the primer and keep things in place. The lighter shade on the mobile eyelid just gives the illusion that this space is longer, and it just makes the eyes look a little brighter and a little bigger. So the next brush that I'm going to use is just a crease brush, and this brush is the Goss 20, but just use whatever crease brush that you are used to. The reason why I chose this one is that it is small and it's tapered. I have small eyes, so I just find that to work in my crease, I can get a more defined look using a smaller crease brush. So for the crease, we want to create the illusion that the crease is actually higher. And as you can see in my eyes, the crease is where the socket is, the eye socket. So if I was looking straight on you, you would not see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the crease and then just twirl things slightly above the crease, but I'm not going too high. And you want to use a shade that is close to your skin tone, but not too dark. I'm going to go with the second shade, and I'm just loading up my brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my brush right in the eye socket. And I'm just going to use the windshield wiper motion, and I'm going to go back and forth, back and forth. And I just like to take my time and build things up. I find that it's easier to take my time and just keep adding shadow, because if you start like putting too much on all at once, it gets muddy looking and it just it doesn't create a nice look. So we'll just compare the two eyes right now. And now as you can see, it's a very light color, but it is creating the illusion of a crease. So we're going to put some more on. I'm going to go back in that crease. But now I'm going like right on the brow bone that's right there, and just like twirling the color on the brow bone. I'm not going above the brow bone, I'm just twirling the color on it. I'm just going to keep doing this until I get the desired effect. So as you can see, this eye is already starting to look like it has more space here. So I just created the illusion of a higher crease. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the other eye. Same thing, start in the outer corner. I'm doing the crease part first, going back and forth. Put some more on. Keep adding it, swirly motions, windshield wiper motions, whatever motions you like. You just want to pull things up, not down. So now I see that I have my crease kind of starting. So now I'm going to go like in the crease, but on that eye socket bone. Not above it, again, just on the eye socket bone. And there you can see has kind of opened up the eye. So now I'm going to put a dark color in the outer V, and the brush that I like to use is the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Smudger brush. This brush, I use it all the time to create a smoky look underneath my eyes. I also really like to use it for the outer V. So for the outer corner, I'm gonna go with the third darkest color. Just tap it on. This brush really picks up a lot of pigment. So I'm just going to dot it on the corner, the outer corner of the eyelid, and just kind of pull it down just a little bit. I'm just patting it on. I'm not pulling or tugging, I'm just patting. So then I'm gonna put more on. So I created a line there, and now I'm going to put the other line, the other part of the V, in the crease. And I'm only going like in the outer third. And you can work at this and you can apply like how much you want. If you want like a really darker outer V, you can do that. A clean fluffy brush. And this one's kind of big. I wish I had a smaller one, but we'll make it work. But that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes these brushes are way too big. Like for my eyes, I find this way too big, but I'll make it work because I don't have a smaller clean one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the brush lightly on the outer corner where we applied the darker color, and just swirling it upwards, always upwards. You don't want to swirl it down because that's going to like make your eye look like it's drooping. So this is like a very subtle everyday eye makeup look, but you can definitely see the color as opposed to this side. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the outer V on the opposite eye. I like to do the lower line first and then the one in the crease. And don't worry, like if you get any fallout, we're gonna clean that up afterwards. And we're gonna take that crease brush, swirl everything up. You can see I've created the illusion of having a crease. Like the eyes, they just look like higher or wider, I guess. But I'm gonna go and add some more color, and I think I'm gonna go in with this darker color. And same thing, just gonna put it in the outer V, and we're gonna mix it all together. Taking the big brush, and we're just gonna swirl everything upwards. And don't worry about the mobile eyelid. We're gonna go back in and put a lighter color to make it look brighter when we're done. I like to do my lighter color at the end because then it can be very specific where I want to put it. So you can see just by adding like that other darker color in the outer corner, it really gives a nice dimension. So I'm going back in with the flat brush, going back into the very light color that we've started with. And I'm going to just place some in the tear duct area and pull it about halfway over to the middle. I'm not putting it in the crease, I'm just patting it, lighten it up a little bit more. Like the tip of the brush kind of like goes up in the crease, but I'm just patting, like I'm not working it into the crease. I hope that makes sense. But that just gives a nice bright look to the eye. Go ahead and do the other eye, start in the corner. And it's all about building. And when we have wrinkly eyelids, like you really want to press the eyeshadow into the wrinkles because you don't want it sitting on top of the wrinkles. You kind of want to work it into the wrinkles. Otherwise, it's just going to sit on top of your eyelid and it's not going to look right. And then I'm going to take that same flat brush, and I think I'm going to put some sparkle on it today. So there's this light shade that has some shimmer, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Not going on the outer corner, I'm not going towards the inner corner, I'm just going like right in the middle and just patting it on. Oh, this palette is so pretty. I think if I could only have one palette, it would be this one. So now this is when I like to look in my mirror and see if I need to touch up any spots or just to see if both sides equal. So they look pretty good to me. If you're enjoying my hooded eye makeup tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more easy everyday makeup videos. So the next thing I'm going to do is tightline my upper waterline. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Kohl eyeliner pencil. I love it. Go and watch my easy tightlining tutorial and it goes into more in-depth reasons why I love this pencil. It just goes on like butter. And if you struggle with tightlining, my video is going to show you how easy it is to do. Normally I would do my lower waterline with a lighter color, but I just ruined it trying to sharpen it, so I don't have any. So I'm just going to use the same blue eyeliner for the bottom waterline. But you can totally skip this step if you want. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I have this Sigma smudge brush. It's their E21. And I'm going to go into the lightest color, putting some up on the tip. And I'm just going to highlight underneath my eyebrow. Just to clean up. And then I'm going to use a Charlotte Tilbury Smudger brush. And I'm going to go in with the third color. Putting a little bit on the ends. And I'm going to start at the outer edge of my eye and I'm just going to smoke it underneath all the way across. Now you can do this very lightly or you can go a little darker, entirely up to you. But I just love this brush because it creates such a nice smoky look. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on, and this is a new concealer. It's by Hourglass and I have it in the shade Silk. I'm just going to go underneath the eye, just putting a little bit on. So then I'm going to take a beauty blender, and it's just a little damp, it's not too wet, and I'm just going to clean up underneath my eyes, but I'm not going really near the lower waterline, and I'm just pulling it upwards. And that just cleans up nicely underneath the eye area. So the last thing we're gonna do is put on our mascara using the It's Superhero. And you know I don't put any mascara on my lower lashes just because I don't like how it looks. So doesn't this little Viseart palette create the prettiest look? I really like how my eye makeup turned out. I think it's very nice and soft looking. And it's not that hard to do. So if you want to see more how-to videos, be sure to go check out the videos that I will link here on the screen. And if you have any requests on any how-to makeup videos, please let me know in the comments section. And as always, I thank you for your time. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.